Amen. So today I want to share to you the topic for today is godly living in an ungodly world. Godly living in an ungodly world. So now I want to share with you yung one of the alam nyo yung story sa Bible. See? Si Eva Adam, si Jesus. No, now I want to share with you the story of Daniel. Most of you know the story of Daniel. Alam nyo ba, Daniel? Hindi sikat niya. Si Daniel. So kung hindi kayo alam, basa nyo na ng Bible, mamaya pauwi nyo. So, Daniel, in the book of Daniel, meron isang ng hari noon. Yung hari Nebuchadnezzar, he is the hari doon sa Israel, sa Jerusalem. And then sa panahon yon, sabi niya sa mga tao niya, ipipili nyo yung mga tao na pinaka-pogi and malakas na lalaki. So, malakas ka ba? So sabi ng hari, pili sila yung mga sa lugar doon, yung pinaka-pogi at yung pinaka-malakas ng mga lalaki. And then kasi giginamit nila to serve in the palace. So, nangyari? In the book of Daniel chapter 1, verse 3 to 6, sabay-sabay tayo na mabasa. English version to. Then the king ordered Ashpenaz, his chief of staff, to bring to the palace some of the young men of Judah's royal family and other nobles' family, who have been brought to Babylon and captive. Select only strong, healthy, and good-looking young men, he said. Make sure they are well-versed in every branch of learning, are gifted knowledge and good judgment. And as train these young men in the language of little Babylon. The king assigned them a daily ration of food Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah was four of the young men chosen. All of them, amen. So, they are pinaka-mataninong, pinaka-pogi, pinaka-malakas, and pinaka-gifted in all knowledge and good judgment. And then after that, sabi ng hari, give them the good choice of food. Which mean, kanina yung picture na yon sa B, yung may baboy, may lechon. So which mean, the king want to give them yung pinaka-masarap ng pagkain. Hindi lang yung pagkain, pero meron din silang yung mga wine. And then what happened is, sabi ni Daniel, ano sabi ni Daniel? Wow! Kasarap na buhay to. Mayaman na. No, si Daniel, sabi niya in the verse 8, but Daniel was determined not to defile himself by eating the food and wine given to them by the king. He asked the chief of staff for permission not to eat this unacceptable food. And then ito yung si David, sabi niya, now, the food looks so good. The food, I can eat whatever I want. Pero Daniel, meron siya na integrity, sabi niya, dahil he belonged to God. He don't want to enjoy what the world able to offer to him. And then first point natin, I want to introduce you is, I must resolve to be not of the world. I must resolve not to be not of the world. Which mean, kahit nasa mundo siya, hindi siya influenced by what the world able to offer to him. So in the same way din sa buhay natin. Alam natin, the influence of this world is so strong. Malakas, tama? Kahit minsan, nabusan lang tayo ng social media. Kahit ano-ano na lang lumalabas sa social media natin. Alam nyo yun? Siyempre, na social media kayo, mahilig kayo sa social media, di ba? And then sometimes, siyempre, we can easily to get the thing in this world just by a finger click. Which means, sometimes, when the world seem tempting, which means sometimes punta tayo sa mall. O minsan, nakita natin, oy ma, maganda ng babae. Ganda niya, oh. And then group of boyfriend, ano ginagawa nyo? Tara, mausap tayo. Pero in the other side, you have another motive. And in the other word also, sometimes the word is calling you to influence you to do so many things. Dati, ako, syempre, bata din ako dati eh. Dati, ilang panahon na yon. And then when I was young, maybe and I was studying, I have a group of friends. Mahilig kami hindi kami mapunta sa school. Habang nasa school kami, sila, labas kami. Saan kami pupunta? Yes, sa mall. Sa mall kami natambay, kumakain. And then the worst is, nananakaw din kami. Oy, don't tell me hindi kayo nananakaw. Don't tell me that. I don't believe. Yes, I mean I've been there kasi I'm in the world. And then I was influenced by a group of friends. And then in many time, after a few days of hindi ako pupunta sa school, hanggang the teacher is connecting to my parents, and then my parents, my mom, nagalit sa akin. But I have so much excuses, and then hanggang my mom feel na ano na siya. Parang she is so pagod na. Hayaan ko na lang, kami niya. So, when that time, I become more worse. So, hindi lang ako mananakaw. Then, I go to another group of friends. So, they teach me how to go to the party. Not only going to the party, to smoke. And then, what else? To go to the... kahit na the drug din ako. Then, I've been to so many things. Then, I have, together with my friend, adik din ako sa'yo. Yeah. Yes, whatever you've been through, I've been there. So, na-addict din ako. What else? And then, may time din ako ng few days, hindi ako uuwi sa bahay. Yes, it's few months, hindi ako uwi na buhay, masama akong anak. Noon. It's true kasi I grow up, I don't blame my parents, I don't blame them, but this is the way that I don't think na it's a good example. Pero I've been there, so I'm able to teach you and I'm able to tell you what is the truth. Kasi hanggang na I've been there, then I've been so on and so on. Then I even work in the pub. Pub ng kasama yung mga lalaki, kwentuhan, hawak kamay, yung mga ganyan lang. Hanggang ganyan lang. Bakit di mo alam? So, ang dami sila eh. Pero mas pogi ka. So I was influenced by what the word is able to offer to me. Paulit-ulit ako yung buhay ko for few years. For few years, and then hanggang na yung time na when I going back to my home, to my mama, I just visit her from time to time. Pero siya parang, wala na siya pakialam sa akin din. Kasi I was really bad. And then hanggang na, because I was so much enjoying what the word able to offer to me, like, yeah, party, enjoy lang. So, it's okay. Pero, in the end of the day, until I met someone. Uy! Ano kayo? Jesus yun! Until I met Jesus. Yeah! Yes, until I met Jesus. And then sometime malakas talaga influence sa mundo dito. Sometime nakita natin yung mga Facebook natin o minsan sa Shopee, lumalabas sa page natin, uy, ganda itong damit ah. And then sometimes yung mga kaibigan natin, lahat naka-crop top. Uy, sexy ah, ganda, crop top. Sige nga, crop top tayo lahat. Kasi we was influenced by our group of friends. O sometimes, hindi lang dahil ng crop top, o sometimes meron din kayo ng group of friends playing ML. Tama? Yung mga ML dyan. So we also have the influence what the word is offering to us. Pero si Daniel, balik tayo kay Daniel, nakita natin yung buhay ni Daniel. He is so strong sa belief niya. Kahit what the word able to offer to him, he don't care. He have this mind, sabi niya, I will determine that what I'm going to eat. Kahit gulay lang ako, araw-araw, gulay lang. Okay lang sa akin. So, ano ginagawa niya? Sa verse 11 hanggang verse 14. Daniel spoke with the attendant who had been appointed by the chief of staff to look after Daniel, Hananias, Mishael, Azariah. Please test us for 10 days on the diet of vegetables and water. Daniel say, at the end of the 10 days, see how we look compared to the other young men who are eating the king's food. Then make your decision in light. Amen. So, minsan, Daniel, he was set apart, sarili niya. Kahit nasa mesa, meron naman yung mga chicharon, o meron naman lechon, o meron naman sinigang baboy, bulalo. Wow! Gutom na, bulalo. And then, pero si Daniel, he was not tempted. Sabi niya, magulay na lang ako. I will fix my eyes and just to eat, gulay lang. So, I must resolve to be not of the world. So, in the same din sa buhay natin, I know that you are so young. You are so fresh in this world. Lalo na kayo, hindi pa kayo lumalabas, hindi pa kayo natabaho. Naaral lang kayo. What if one day, nasa labas na kayo, natabaho na kayo? There is so much influence outside of the world. Si Undang, na-try na niya yun. Na-work niya sa call center. Puro amoy, yosi. And then, puro puyat. There is so much thing influence from this world, but Daniel choose to be different. And then the next is, I want you to think about the thing in this world. Now, pwede kayo ma-picture ha. I will going to give you the light group takeover. After I have this short teaching, you're going to group as your light group. So the question number 1 is, think about the thing in this world that attract you. Ano yung mga bagay na laging nang attract sa inyo? Are you mindlessly drifting of intentionally fighting the current in your walk with God. Why? So what is the thing na madalas tayo mawawala focus dahil sa anong bagay? So later, you can share with your life group. Amen? So, the next is, after Daniel, he was set apart, and then what happened is, one day, the king have a dream. The king have a dream. Sabi niya, now I don't know the meaning of the dream. And then, sabi niya, to sa mga tao niya, now send me yung mga magician, yung mga tao, yung mga pinakamagaling na tao to me, to explain ano yung dream ko. And then what happened is, sa chapter 2, verse 2, he called in his magician, enchanter, sorcerer, and astrologer. And he demanded that they tell him what he had dreamed. As they stood before the king, he said, I might know what it means. So ito yung dream ng hari. Sa verse 3, he say, ayan pala, sa verse 3. So si hari na to, meron siya ng trouble. He dream a dream, pero di niya naintindihan. So ngayon, he needs someone to interpret the dream sa kanya. And then, after they send all the mga musician, yung mga tao, yung pinakamagaling na tao sa kanya, no one could explain yung dream kay hari. So yung hari, sobrang galit. Ano sinabi niya? Yung hari sinabi niya, ngayon, dahil sa sobrang galit niya, gusto niya mamatay lahat ng wise men. So sa lahat ng pinakamataninong yung mga tao, gusto niya na mamatay lahat dahil sa galit niya. Kasi no one able to explain to him ano yung dream niya. Pero, after that he announced that he going to kill all the wise men, and then the mga tao, yung mga officer sila, punta sa mga wise men. And then they explain to mga wise men, kasama sila Daniel, tsaka yung tatlong kaibigan niya, doon din sila sa isang lugar. And then ibanggit sila kay Daniel, now, the hari have a command. We're going to kill all the wise men. Kasama sila Daniel, kasama yung mga kaibigan niya. Pero sabi ni Daniel, after he know this thing, sabi ni Daniel kay officer, sabi niya, ask the king, pakisabi na lang kay hari, give me some time. Give me few days so I'm able to explain the dream sa kanya. So what happened is, si Daniel, what he do is, he is going sa kaibigan niya. Sabi niya sa kaibigan niya, itong tatlong kaibigan niya, now, go back to your room and pray. The first thing they doing is, they go to pray and ask God for the direction. And then, now I want you to know that si Daniel, dahil sa kanya, after that, on the night, after he prayed to God, God showed him a vision. God showed him a vision of the dream of the king. So he able to explain the dream sa hari na yan. And then, after that, sabi ni David sa mga kaibigan niya, sa mga officer, now he already get the answer of what the king is require. So dahil sa Daniel, they here able to face the king, i-explain niya lahat ng vision niya sa hari. And then now the hari finally know, oh, yun pala yung alam ko na anong meaning ng dream ko. So dahil sa Daniel, he is willing to be used by God and to be influenced of this word. So, point number 2, maging isang kabataan, sabay-sabay tayong masasabi. I must be willing to be used by God to influence the world. I must be willing to be used by God to influence the world. Sino mahirapan na influence? mga kaibigan. It's true, kasi madalas tayo, di ba? Kasi minsan, may ibang tao, mas malakas yung mga kaibigan na influence sa kanila. And then meron din iba, dahil sobrang outspoken sila, mas madali sila ng influence mga kaibigan. So, which are you? A, mas madali ng influence by friend? O B, ikaw mas madali influence mga friend nyo? Ano ang C? Half-half. Depends sa friend. Depends sa group of friend. Eh? So si Daniel, alam natin, hindi siya madali. Being in the group of wise men, kasama sa mga wise men na yon, hindi madali yung trabaho niya. Kasi, he may facing the death. He may face the death din. Pero, he don't care if he facing the death. He going to choose to offer his life to be used by God. And in the end, after he explained yung mga vision niya sa hari, and then nalitas na lahat ng wise men. So dahil kay Daniel, he is not only influence other people, but nalitas niya din sa lahat ng wise men. Amen. So now, the next question I have for you is there a particular area in your life where you feel it is impossible to live out your faith? Share it to your friend. Siyempre, I mean particular of area. Madalas meron tayo mga area, mahirap tayo na live out yung life natin sa, minsan, madalas din tayo na sa bahay. Yung bahay, lalo na kung ikaw lang Kristiyano, and then yung buong bahay mo, hindi sila Kristiyano. Minsan, they going to say something bad about your faith. Nabanda-banda ka pa dyan. Nabasa ka pa yung Bible. Na church ka pa dyan. Pero sama ng ugali mo. So what are you going to do? So when you heard this thing, ano dapat gagawin natin? How are we going to live out our faith? Amen? And then the last point is, I must have unwavering commitment to God. I must have unwavering commitment to God. So si Daniel, he is one of, that's why ang dami tao ng favorite nila is Daniel. Kasi this is how he really stand firm sa faith niya. And then remember that, yung hari, yung one day, yung hari, he built yung gold status niya. Ang laki-laki yung gold status niya. And then yung officer, yung mga tao niya, ando sa kanya, sabi nila, na-influence sila sa hari. Sabi nila sa hari nila, now king. Kasi meron silang inggit kay Daniel, tsaka yung talong kaibigan nila. Kasi sobrang magaling sila mataninong sila. So, dahil sa inggit nila, they going to do something or talk bad about them. And then anong ginagawa yung ibang tao? Sabi nila sa hari, "Ay, hari. Hari, king. So hari, sabi niya, hari. Now, you have built this status. Why don't you call yung mga nation natin, yung mga tao, to bow down before your status and pray to you every day? And then when they hear the sound of trumpet, lahat na tao dapat ibabow down sa status ng king. Pero, the three men are standing out. Kasi three men lang yung sulat sa Bible, di ko alam nasan si Daniel. Baka nasa kwarto niya, o baka nasa bahay siya. Wala sa sulat sa Bible. Pero yung tatlong kaibigan niya, they stand up of their faith. Sabi nila, kahit anong nangyayari sa buhay namin, I will not bow down to the status of the king. Kasi they believe that there's only one God, they should bow down. And then what happened is, dahil inggit yung mga tao sa kanila, they trying to say bad words sa hari. And then in the end, Dahil sa sabi ni Hari, now, dahil hindi kayo ma-bow down before my status, I'm going to throw you in the fire burning furnace. So phrase ng ano tawag yun? Pugot. Yan. Pugot. Yeah. Furnace. Basta itong parang siya kulungan pero puro apoy lang sa loob. So yun. And then sabi ng tatlong friend yon, dahil mas tiwala ako sa Diyos ko, dahil mas mahal ako sa Diyos ko, I will not bow down to the idol, but I choose to stand firm on my faith. I choose to commit myself to God. Kahit anong nangyari, kahit namatay naman ako, I don't care. So what happened? They were thrown inside the pugot. So they were thrown inside of the fire. And then inside the fire, usually, sa normal na tao, for sure, namamatay yun. Kasi sobrang init ng apoy na yun. Pero what happened is, nasa loob sila, nakita sila yung ibang tao, hindi sila masusunod, pero nanalakat pa sila sa loob. Lumalakat pa sila, from 3 of them, maging 4 sila. So, who is the other one? It's not Daniel. So, you know who is that? You read your Bible. So, we know that in this situation sa buhay nila, kahit they facing mga trouble, they facing mga problem sa buhay nila, knowing that Jesus is still away with them. So, same din sa faith natin kay Panginoon. When we facing trouble sa buhay natin, yung faith natin, mawawave ba? Or are we still choose to be like Daniel, saka yung kaibigan niya, to have this unwavering commitment to God? Amen. So, next month, meron tayo water baptism. So, water baptism, na-insert ko lang kasi for those, we know that for those who want to obey God, why we need to do water baptism? Hindi lang dahil it's a ritual, hindi lang dahil na sinabi ng leader, kailangan tayo ma-water baptism. Yung una-una, si Jesus Christ set a example for us. He himself was water baptized. And then we as a follower niya, as his servant, we should do the same like what Jesus did. Amen. So in the same way din, kung sabi ng papa mo o mama mo, huwag ka na ma-water baptism. Now, choose your choice. So you're going to commit yourself to God or to your parents. Pero I don't blame you kung you want to honor your parents, it's okay. Pero I believe that kung 18 years old na kayo, you have the freedom to choose. Amen. Amen. So now the last question I have for you is, how do you usually respond when you are confronted with the need to stand firm in your Christian belief? How do you usually respond when someone persecute you or someone saying bad about your religion or the God that you serve? What is your response? And then now recall an incident where God hand protected and delivered you. Naisip nyo, meron ba kayo ng sometime when you're facing the trouble and when you having so much heaviness sa buhay, you don't know what to do, and you see God's hand is upon you and how He rescue you. And then now, in these three question yon, I want to give you some time. Maybe I want to give you, anong oras ngayon? So I give you 10 to 15 minutes to group yourself in your life group. So life group leader, please lead your life group to discuss this few questions. And then, pero, wait lang. Pero yung mga bago, sino yung mga bago? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, yeah. Yung 6 na bago, hiwalay na lang. Can I need the help from SDL? SDL, please help me. Hiwalay natin sa kanila, yung bago natin. So now, you can go to your life group leader. Your life group leader, please lead your life group for the life group takeover.